just like he did last week in the final moments of the game, picking the pocket of the attacking team.
Perfectly. Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
40th anniversary edition of Kingswood College taking on Wesley College live from the Nittawala Rugby Stadium for the coveted L.E. Blase Trophy. Here's the Wesley College team, Harvey.
So, the forward pack, you can see Abdul Rahman, Kesha Rahul and Ethapula, who has been the go-to the front row, and then we have Manuga Jaivira joining with Joshua Shalom, who has been also the go-to second row.
The Kingswood College team, Tushan Madugallage, Sadev Anuhas, Harit Hettiarachi, Santush Karnaratna, Hirun Karnatilaka, Satsilu Yalinka Singha, Chanudhi Adhikari, Menusha Marasingha, Dulaj Fernando, Ashi Kasmi.
Then we can see match officials, the very experienced Ishanka Beko, joining in with Surang Arunashanta and Amila Rajakaruna, who's also the side officials.
Kingswood to kick off. Immediately putting it deep, and like I said, the ball is going to be very unforgiving this bounce.
Would have to do a lot of work, and now here's Ransilu.
On to it's a nice miss pass to Pratana Rodrigo, stepping in from his right side wing. His team players trying to get out of his way, and that's a nice little lateral run. Mohammad Fawaz now. In fact, it's Skies alive with a lovely ball over, and Fawaz is in the corner. Started on one wing, finished by the other, and of course the captain in the middle. Wesley College get on to a rollicking start in the Blase Trophy.
So it would have to do a lot of running now. They'll have to put pressure on Wesley. They'll have to play in Wesley's half. They cannot afford to have Wesley in their own half. That will be very, very dangerous to them.
Again, ball in both hands from Kaisalai. That kept the defense guessing the dip.
Right, as he said, that the penalty advantage comes to Kingswood, and now Asmit pulls it. And now space on the outside. Kingswood. Skipper tries to go by himself. Just inches short away from the try line. And now the big man Sadev.
Sadev Anuhas brought down 5 meters from the try line, and Kingswood are over. They deserve that try, and it's the skipper who scores. The Wesley skipper set up their first try, and the Kingswood skipper scores theirs. The L.E. Blase Trophy. That was a big run from Sadev Anuhas.
Number 8 block tackle.
And here's Dulaj Fernando taking it quickly and ducking under the tackle of Thiranagama as well as Heran Ali. Still available, and this is where the school song will come into play. None for himself, all for the school. They can't afford to be selfish here. They've got to make sure they get over the line, and they do.
Number 6.
Kingswood take the lead. Run up. And yes, he almost overcompensated towards off stump that time, but it went straight down. It's on the field also, we'll know that. But they know that they can't give them a little too much of daylight before they start catching up.
Yes, certainly. I think Kingswood have been showing that why they lost all these matches. Like we saw, Kingswood have been losing all these matches with close margins, and this time, I told you, Kingswood come into the L.E. Blase Trophy with all the momentum.
Clear release. Back.
Ransilu. Indika. Straight through was Jayavira. Lovely run from the second row. Nice work by Indikab, and here it is for Heran Ali. Heran Ali is over. Wonderful try from Wesley. Went end to end and back again. Same way he missed the first conversion. And here's a nice ball from Indikab. And Rahul also doesn't hold on for too long. It's a good pass from the big prop to Dinuru Lankendra. Sorry, I thought it was Ali, the number 13 jersey, but it is Dinuru. Does well to straighten out there. It's available nicely. Jayavira puts his head down, goes straight through the middle. Lai with a nice flat ball to Thiranagama, who's popping up everywhere. Lovely flat ball again to Fawaz. Fawaz will eye the corner. Little step infield, stands up the defender and bursts through on the outside. Mohammad Fawaz is a try scorer par excellence. That was a classical winger's try. If you're any young players watching, those nice flat hard balls out in front of the player, support player, that's what we need to see.
They lead and put pressure on Wesley.
Well, the lead has changed hands. That was one pass, and this one, beautiful pass, because he drew Shamit Shafraz until he just absolutely couldn't recover, and Ranavira just couldn't take Mohammad Fawaz on one-on-one. A lovely finish. Really good team try. Chose to go in from the right, and this time coming off the back is Marasinghe. Marasinghe going just inches short of the line. An
Offside,
Adi
advantage.
Savea break for him. And now Kingswood, from where they've scored their previous two tries, and the man who scored it as well. In there he goes, he's got his hat-trick. Sachin Tanavisha, when you have a centre scoring a hat-trick, you don't expect it to be from 2 meters out, but that's where he's got all his tries from, and the Kingswood skipper will celebrate.
And he made a beautiful break, and now Shamit Shafraz.
Half time.
Very unfortunate, very unlucky. He was forced a bit too early to take the kick.
Well, we were talking about tired legs. That was a tired kick, wasn't it? And he's been doing a lot of kicking, a lot of chasing as well. And here's Sachin Tanavisha. And honestly, if I was one of the Kingswood forwards, I would chase him right out of there. I'd say, this try is a forward strike, skipper. And it's nothing in it. 17 all in the Eli Blase Trophy encounter here between Wesley and Kingswood. At half-time, we cannot tell the teams apart.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Even though they've produced some wonderful recent players like Heshan Jansen, and before him, Tarindu Chaturanga, and of course, several other players in those mid. Releases the call. That's Thiranagama who lays it back, and Ransulu now goes to. In fact, this is Thiranagama. Wrestles his way inches short, and now it's opened up. Surely for the try. Lankendra scores his second. Aaron Ali rather got the two mixed up, and he scored his second. Kaiser Lai now. I'm sure Terence Henry would have given them a stern talking to.
It would have been the talk of the dressing room. Kingswood, they're rested. Now they'll definitely have some fresh legs on. You can see Kaiser having all that space, decides to give to Aaron Ali. Now Kingswood have to make amends from these mistakes. They cannot lack. Well, Pawan Thiranagama has been called for no arms tackle for so many times throughout this game.
Number 2.
Block tackles again and again for Wesley. Kingswood have to take advantage. And now here's Asmi.
Number 21.
Just short.
Well, that's an interesting one. It was a high tackle, but referee Abekun will have to also ask
Number
himself,
21.
was that a try-scoring opportunity?
Captain. Ilang step එක නම මම high tackle. එන්නේ පා outside යන්නේ.
They really are living up to
Offside,
their
offside.
school anthem. Another advantage.
Now they've got to give it Dulaj, and
Movement
can he
shot.
get his foot?
Shot,
No.
shot. Release. Time off. Number 4. Offside. Repeated.
Repeated infringements.
Well, we have no words as well. We are watching, and you're watching. Let's see what happens.
No hands.
Well,
Still
there's
short.
not really much to say, and now they get over. Finally, Kingswood through. Mara Singh has scored the try. And Shamit Safraz will try to bring this one level, and he does exactly that. One of the best place kickers that Sri Lanka has ever known.
13ක් ගිහලා දිනවා. 13 gone.
The supposed knock-on was just a little bit behind there, and you could hear referee Abekun saying no, the ball went backwards. So he saw it and decided that it was not a knock-on. This is something that Henry Terence may not smile about, but he won't frown as much.
Well, once is the call. You can see Kaiser Lai moving into that scrum half position.
Here's Indikab. Coming off is Aaron Ali, and this is a nice little draw and pass for Mohammad Fawaz once again, and that's a lovely, well-worked try. You thought they were going a little too lateral, but he straightened it nicely towards the end. Prarthana Rodrigo near the touchline, so he's been having a bit of work to do, the skipper. But this was a lovely run from Rodrigo. He went around Ranavira, and then he straightened up. Came onto the inside shoulder of Shamit Shafraz. And that meant that he didn't have time to get across to cover Fawaz. So young players watching straighten the... Wesley firm favourites coming in. They were desperate for their 5th in a row win. And oh, that's a lovely line. Ranavira loses it forward.
Number 7.
Easy decision there for Ranavira.
Lai opts for the drop goal and it's good. Kaiser Lai from absolutely out of nowhere. It's a flat bat and Kaiser Lai can scarcely believe it.
Fans erupt in happiness.
Well, I don't think he knew he was going to try it. Well, these are the
Tackle assist.
kind of seasons that create something special for the next season. Oh, here he is again. Prarthana Rodrigo, just like he did last week in the final moments of the game, picking the pocket of the attacking team and putting a gloss on the scoreline, which Wesley maybe didn't quite deserve. And Kingswood maybe will feel a bit hard done by that scoreline, 37 points to 24. It was more like a 32 points to 24 game, and now the 24 to 39 margin flatters Wesley a little bit. But Kingswood College have done themselves proud. It's been agonizing defeats right from the start of the season for them, and this is what perhaps will galvanize them and spur them on in the next season. But the L.E. Blase Trophy, on its 40th anniversary, will be staying at Campbell Park.
I think this was Wesley's game, but only if you had watched the game, you'd realize how close of a game that was. And there you go, Prarthana Rodrigo doing what he loves.
Will you call for Ranavira to make the pass earlier? This time he did. And Prarthana Rodrigo did exactly the same to Udan Bulatsingalage last week. Had much less to run then, but well, here are the finishing stats from the game. And it's 39 points in the end for Wesley for 24 and 6 tries. Wesley scoring and 4 tries scored by Kingswood, 3 of them by their skipper, and a hat-trick as well by Mohammad Fawaz. 2 conversions each. And well done to Mohammad Fawaz for picking up our Swiss Tech perfect player of the match.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.